It's about damn time. What's going on, everybody? So, today we finally got the price point for the PlayStation VR as well as a release window. Now, today at a PlayStation VR event, which I think was separate from GDC, but correct me if I'm wrong, they announced the release window of October 2016 and a $399 price for the PlayStation VR. Now, if you're interested in pre-ordering this, the pre-orders will be available tomorrow, March 16th. Now, the contents of the box for the VR, of course, is the VR headset itself. It comes with Playroom VR, like a demo game. If you had the PlayStation camera, they had a PlayStation Playroom game for the camera. Wasn't anything special, kind of like a tech demo, a little bit going on. Just to test out the features and the tech or whatever. It comes with headphones, and I believe the headphones have a mic on them. Looking at the picture, yeah, I think that's the case. It comes with the processor unit, and of course, cables and documentation. Now, also at this event, they announced that Star Wars Battlefront will be an exclusive PlayStation VR title that's going to be developed by DICE. So most likely they're going to be taking that game and making it VR compatible, things like head tracking and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. I think that's a good idea because Star Wars is such a big franchise that it's going to get people that are interested in Star Wars looking at VR at least. I don't know if it's going to get people to buy it that already have the game, but it's going to get people interested. And I'm also wondering if there's going to be like a special upgrade price if you already own the Star Wars Battlefront game that you can get the VR version at a cheaper price or something like that. I think that would be pretty cool. Also announced, a couple other games that are coming at launch is the PlayStation VR Worlds, which is from Sony London Studios. They if you've seen tech demos for like London Heist, or they have like a Luge game that they're working on, and a couple other pretty cool things. If you check out the trailer that they have on the PlayStation YouTube channel, it shows off some pretty cool stuff, some things that I was interested in. Of course, we got Rigs, which is my most anticipated VR game. Like that game, I can't wait to play Rigs. Like when I seen that, I'm like, yeah, that's one of the games of like why I'm gonna be playing VR a lot. So that's supposed to be a launch title, and Battlezone is supposed to be a launch title as well, including some other games that they haven't announced yet and things like that. But they got until October to talk more about it. Also, they talked about that you're going to be able to play standard PS4 games in a virtual cinema. Now, I'm not sure if it's going to be like, because I know Xbox is doing something similar with the Oculus, and like you can see like it looks like you're in a movie theater when you're looking through the virtual headset. And I don't know, that it looked okay, but I just want it to be head tracking and things for games that aren't like VR made games. Like I don't know if they can do it like that, that would be cool. But if it's just the cinema like we saw with the Oculus and the Xbox One, that's all right. But it's not anything that I think is special. Not something that like. I think if you can get it to the point where like you're playing Uncharted on that virtual reality screen, and you can still of course use the controller, and like the head tracking just moves the camera around a little bit, I think that'll be okay. Like that's fine for me, because I don't know, I feel like I would be more engaged with the experience if I can play the game like that. So yeah, I'm hoping it's also like the way I want it to be, and not just like that virtual movie theater or whatever. Talking more about some of the specs, they talked about how it's 1920 by RGB by 1080 screen. The games go up to 120 hertz. And I was reading some impressions and things like that, and a lot of people are saying that the headset itself is one of the most comfortable headsets they have used out of the VR family, and including people with glasses. They were also saying that it's still pretty comfortable to have on your head during play sessions. They also said they have 230 developers on board. Now that's really key for the support of VR. Now we all know PlayStation Move was a fail because they didn't have a lot of games for that tech. A lot of developers didn't want to develop for it, and people didn't want to buy a tech hardware that nobody was supporting. So looks like Sony is learning their lessons with that, and hopefully these developers are getting on board with games and experiences that people will be interested in. Yeah, so it doesn't come with the PlayStation camera or the Move controllers. Now, I already have a PlayStation camera, so I'm okay with this, but I kind of wish it did come with the camera, being that it's required for the to use the actual VR headset. So I'm assuming that they did that to cut cost. And I believe I read a quote that they said that at this price, the PlayStation VR is profitable. So if you're interested, I suggest you go out now and try and find a camera while it's cheap, because the prices are gonna go up and things like that. For the Move controllers, same thing as well. I'm probably gonna go online and look up some, because I had Move before, but what I'm saying, I got rid of that real quick. It wasn't something that I saw being supported in the games. It had a couple okay experiences, but not anything that I was interested in holding on to for a while. So definitely got to go out and look for some cheap Move controllers. Also, going back to the price now, at $399, this puts PlayStation VR as the cheapest VR headset as far as from the big three. I got Oculus, Vive, and then PlayStation VR. This put them at the cheapest price point. Now, I think that's going to be huge for Sony, because people that are interested in VR, that's like the most affordable price that we have right now. So, looking at when the Oculus and the Vive, the pre-orders went out, those things sold out really fast. So I think we're going to see similar situations with the PlayStation VR. Now, they might not sell, millions and millions right out the gate, but those early adapters, of course, are going to jump on this, and of course, it's going to sell really well to start off. I think by October, I don't know, we're going to start to see more bundles and things like that. So you might see things with the Move controllers, you're going to see things with the camera, and probably even short after that, we're going to see, bundles with, the prices being a little bit lower. I was under the impression that it was going to be $349, so it's not far off from what I thought. And $399 is still in that same ballpark. And, I'm still interested in buying it, day one at that price. So, yeah, got some news finally about the price. October is the release window. We didn't get a date, I don't believe, in October, but I'm pretty sure we'll hear more about it at E3. I'm hoping No Man's Sky is announced as compatible with VR. Like, that'll make that game so much better. And if they don't, that's foolish if they don't make No Man's Sky compatible. Like, they need to make that happen. That would sell crazy amount of VR headsets. I'm telling you, that experience would be dope. So let me know what you guys think about this. Are you getting VR? Is this something that you're interested in, or is the price point just completely turned you off? So I'll check y'all out in my next video. Peace.